What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and I hope you all had a happy new year. So 2019 was an interesting year of surf fishing. It had some really great aspects to it, as well as some really disappointing aspects to it. And I'm going to go over all that in detail as I show you my top 10 favorite fishing moments of 2019. Now, 2020 is going to bring a lot of change to both me and the channel. At the beginning of the month, I just got married, and we're closing on a house in Comac at the end of the month. So my new life is not going to afford me as much time to fish as I have in the past years. But I'm still going to really try to increase the quality of my videos as well as the length and make them a little more entertaining to watch, so you can look forward to that. But enough about what's to come. Let's look back on 2019 and let me show you my top 10 favorite fishing moments of the year. Enjoy. Alright, so number 10 belongs to the trip I took to Bermuda in August, where I caught the most colorful fish of my life. This is some sort of little wrasse, it's kind of like a burgal, and they were really cool and really aggressive. Now, number 9 belongs to a day in September where I caught a bunch of Spanish mackerel. This year was actually a really good year for Spanish mackerel, best I've had since I've been fishing. So that was really fun, and they're really good eating fish. Now, the bait you see in the water are mullet, and that's actually what these Spanish are feeding on, and probably why they're going so crazy. Now, in this top 10 video, I'm just pulling footage from the previous videos I posted, so you're going to hear some of the back narration from those videos, but just kind of try to ignore that. There we go.
Whoa, that's a big Spanish. Never mind.
Now, number 8 belongs to a day during the fall striped bass run where I caught 60 fish in an hour and a half, which almost sounds unbelievable, but we had a really good full run for the schoolies. Now, on the other hand, the large fish throughout the whole year were really hard to find, so that was very disappointing. But if you just wanted to bend the rod in the fall, if you just use that green diamond jig, you were going to hook up like every cast, on the right days. Now, another one of the great runs we had this year was actually in the early summer, and they were the rough-tail stingrays, which are these massive, like 100 to 300 pound stingrays that we had coming through. And when they were in the area, it was just the second you dropped or swam out that bunker chunk, they were on. Now, I was not able to get a single one in during the whole summer. I probably fought real hard, 5 of them on 5 separate occasions. And I just was never able to get them out of that last trough. I mean, these were fish that are literally way more than me. And this was one exceptional fight that lasted like 5 hours. And you can see the thing here tumbling before it snaps off. And later on, you're going to get a little bit better look at it. But this was a completely massive fish. Obviously the largest fish I've ever hooked in my life. And they were just a lot of fun. So it ends up breaking off in the wash, but at least you got to take a good look at it. And it was actually even bigger than it looked because of the fisheye view of the GoPro. Now, number 6 belongs to a gorgeous day in late August where the water was crystal clear and I managed to catch more bluefish and Atlantic bonito than I could count. Both species were just blitzing in massive schools non-stop at all points in the tide, and I was pretty much hooking up every single cast. And the bonito were such a great experience. It was actually my first summer getting into Atlantic bonito.
That's a bonita. That's a That's okay now. No worries. Still got the fish.
He's Atlantic bonito here.
Yeah. They're always mixed in with the bonito.
Atlantic bonito are found in most of the northern Atlantic as well as the Mediterranean Sea and the Black Azores Islands.
There we go. Thread all these guys through the gills here. I hold together like that. Holds up.
Now this video is actually titled First Albie of 2019, but it turned out to be my only Albie of 2019. That was probably one of the most disappointing aspects of this year for surf fishing, was that the Albies were just so few and far between.
There we go, that's an albie. There we go. That's an albie. First one I've seen from everyone since I've been here. There we go. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. That's a big albie. Come on out. There we go. Look at that fish.
Now number 4 belongs to a day in July where I caught a bullnose ray. Now these are much smaller rays than the big roughtail stingrays that I was catching before, but they're actually a lot of fun. They swim so fast and they fight like a game fish, like a bluefish almost. They're probably about 5 to 15 pounds depending, and you'll actually hear me refer to it as a cow nose ray, but that was a mistake. They're very similar in appearance.
There we are. Cow nose ray. The cow nose ray. It does have a stinger.
After a quick picture, I safely released her and she swam off strong. Now number 3 belongs to a day in October when I managed to catch my first keeper blackfish from shore. Taps, and I'm not going to set the hook on the
Oh wow, that's a nice one. Oh wow, that's a nice one. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's a good size one.
Now number 2 belongs to a day where I caught an Atlantic bonito from a beach on the north shore of Long Island. Now you saw that previous one where I was catching tons of bonito on the south shore, but it's much rarer and much more cool to catch a pelagic fish from a north shore beach.
There we go. Oh, they're following them in. Following them in. Oh, you're mine, buddy. Awesome.
But my top fishing moment in 2019 had to be the day in June where I caught this monster bluefish. We actually had a great spring run of huge bluefish, which unfortunately we were not able to find for the rest of the year. But this was such a blast on the South Shore, just slamming these monster bluefish. big. That's a big one. So this was not the largest fish that came over the rocks this day, but it was actually my PR, believe it or not. I need you to help me hold my rod.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay.
Hold.
In recent years on Long Island, our best shot at monster bluefish seems to be in the spring. During the rest of the year, they seem to be somewhat hard to find. There we go. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Nice and easy. Not that big, but
Yeah, it is.
it's my PR at least. Alright. Did you get my pliers? This was one angry fish. It lunged a few times at me to bite me during the process of unhooking it. Bluefish have razor-sharp teeth and powerful jaws designed for chopping their prey to pieces. It's not a nice fish. Alright, hold on. Unfortunately, I had no tape this day to get a measurement. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.